Okay, so whoever has been sending things to my YouTube blog still hasn't stopped doing it. I mean, they just kind of changed their tactics somewhat. So I just looked it up online. I looked up like emotional abuser, manipulative, and the abuser who manipulates. And I found a page, and here's the address for it. And I think maybe I'll take video of it, and because I think there's probably a lot of people who are experiencing this. I would say probably both men and women. It certainly is part of how basically everyone in the conglomerate has treated me, except for this the whole part about like this they don't even really tend to do that much of this. I mean, it's certainly never by itself. It's always along. They were totally abusive really right from the beginning, and I just didn't understand that. They didn't want to stop. They didn't understand they were doing something wrong. They don't care. They really don't care. So that part of it where it's all the whole part where they like, oh, get you to trust them, get you to. I trusted them because, like most of the public, I just assumed celebrities were not bad people because they were always being all the hype about them was that they were good people. So that was how they got the trust from me, even though I could see just right from their behavior, from my own life experience, that they didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve it, and yet that all the propaganda for them is so pervasive. And it's just sort of people just kind of accept it, celebrities, they are portrayed as being great people, and so you think that they are. So even though they were horribly abusive to me right at the beginning, and it's never stopped, I just kind of, it just took me a long time really to understand. Anyway, I'm gonna go through this because I think it's helpful. Let's see. I'll just I won't try to read the whole thing. My camera's gonna run out of video in a minute, a couple minutes, so. But I would bet this is just something that a lot of people are experiencing, and probably, I mean, but the thing is, the conglomerate itself is totally sociopathic, absolutely entirely the sort of thing that psychopaths like, that will create more psychopaths. Everything it wants to do, is totally and entirely destructive. It's totally soulless. So this applies. This applies. Yeah, not allowing negative emotion. The victim is typically chastised for emotional behavior. The focus is put on the emotional upset itself, not the cause behind it, which conveniently takes the focus off him. I mean, that's absolutely, not the property manager ever. There was anything that had to do with liking of me or any of that stuff. I mean, but that's certainly what it means to drive someone insane. And then just like focus on the times when the person just loses their temper or raises their voice but which I didn't even. It's like. I've been so polite with them, really, almost entirely, but then I just saw how vicious they were, and it was like, I haven't threatened any of them, I haven't done anything wrong, it's incredible how they've treated me. Unbelievable. And this is just sort of normal behavior especially for guys in the conglomerate. Totally is the way that they are being told to treat all women, and the way all men are being told to treat all women. Absolutely. Right? And then of course the women don't know what to do. They blame it on other women. They turn to children because they're so just insanely lonely, right? And they can't trust the men that they thought that they loved, that they thought loved them. Denying and validating reality. Yep. Minimizing, seeing like what I'm going through doesn't matter. Right? Horrible. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's going through all this.